for your sins that you have done double. Remember, he's going to talk to you and tell them before he torment them. Sin is what? The transgression of the Most High's law. That's in 1 John 3 and 4. All day long. He ain't going nowhere. That's what y'all believe in. The New Testament is right there defining sin that y'all say y'all not under. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land. Y'all talking about the people over there is the people of the Most High. This tells you in the scripture when the Israelites go back to the homeland, it's going to be peace on this earth. Ain't going to be no more war. Make that make sense. Because they have defiled my land. They have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses, the dead bodies of their detestable and abominable things. Culturized pig. That's why they're going to say, when all this going on, oh, Most High, they're going to be crying to the Most High, and you Israelites too. My strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. That's what the Most High said. I'll tell you, I can't get past Hosea 5 and 15. He said, I'm going to go to my place until we, the Israelites, acknowledge our offense and seek his face, because he turned his face away from us for breaking his laws, such commandments. He said, in their affliction, in our affliction, we're going to seek him early. That's why you're going to say, in my refuge in the day of affliction. Don't sound like a lot of love to me. The Gentiles, who a lot of you are, you Israelites, but you still call yourself Gentiles. And all you other nations that's not Israelites, you going to say this too. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth. Where we at now? If we not in the ends of the earth. What they going to say? And shall say, surely our fathers, our forefathers that taught you all the things that they taught you have inherited lies through the religions, the false education, the philosophies, lies. Surely our fathers have inherited lies. Hear that? From generation to generation, inherited lies, vanity. All these religions, nothing but a bunch of lies and vanity and things wherein there is no profit. You're going to find out. You're going to find out if there's any profit in what you're dealing with very soon. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Most High are upon the sinful kingdom. You hear that? Behold, the eyes of the Most High are upon the sinful kingdom. What'd he say? And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. He's going to destroy, especially America, this sinful kingdom, off the face of the earth. That's what we just read about. Ain't nobody going to live here. He said it's going to burn forever, from generation to generation. He said he's going to destroy it from off the face of the earth. Save it. He's going to save somebody. That I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Most High, the family that we are of the 12 tribes of Israel. He don't destroy us. 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. For lo, I will command, he will command, and I will sift the house of Israel from among all nations. You hear that? He going to sift us from all among the nations, because we scattered among these nations. Like his corn is sifted in the seed, yet shall not the least, which is the 1/3, grain fall upon the earth. The 1/3 is the least compared to the 2/3 that he's going to kill. Listen to what he say. Just in case you don't believe what I said. He said, all the sinners, all you that break the laws of the Most High, all you that break the commandments of the Most High, moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws. Which one of your religions keeping those? Moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws. You got 613 laws. And teaching the people about the sacrificial laws. Like right now, we're in the Feast of Tabernacles. You know, those of us that's celebrating and honoring the feast right now, Feast of Tabernacles. But he said, all the sinners, all you that's getting ready for Halloween, go have that up in the church. Halloween, how you gonna have Halloween in the church? But y'all do it. Come to the church and get your candy to represent Halloween. Do you realize that people will be getting put to death on that night? They got them waiting in cages to put them to death. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. So he's going to kill you. So what you going to do when he come for you? Oh, well, y'all been taught what? The Most High, he hate the sin, but he loved the sinner. Man, y'all better think again. Get Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, 12:6. He said, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. Y'all know the sword is that fury and indignation and wrath that's coming out of his mouth. That's what we've been talking about all night. Look, Ecclesiastes 12:6, it say, for the Most High hateth sinners. But y'all say, the Most High, he hates the sin, but he loves the sinner. Get out of here. This Bible says, for the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, hateth sinners. See how they lie? That's what I say. Our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, things wherein there's no profit. For the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the unrighteous. Those that don't want to keep the Most High's laws, rules, and regulations. You hear what he said? And will repay vengeance upon the unrighteous, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. You better hear what he's saying. What you gonna do? You got a choice. And it's only one choice. But you got two choices to make. You either choose life or death. Those are two choices you have. But you gotta make one choice out of life or death. And all this that we're going through in learning is for this purpose. In Revelations 20:15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. So if your name is not written in the book of life, you're going to be cast into the lake of fire. You know? Is that where you think you can hang? Where the worms never die and the fires never quench? As it talks about here. You don't want to be there. All this is working toward making it so that our names can be written in the book of life. But you got to know this. You got to know what this Bible is talking about. Not talking about when Messiah shall come to judge and make war, that in this garment going to be filled with blood, and the blood going to be, the blood that's on his garment is from the blood that was on his garment when they hung him on the cross. They said he really hanged him on the tree. But the world and the religion say he was hung on the cross, you know what I mean? But come on, man. This is our last chance. This is our very last chance. You could be like, you gone now, and when the judgment come, within these last days, you thrown in the lake of fire. You just said your name ain't written in the book of life. Because you didn't care to really bring the unadulterated truth of the Most High's word to the people. Like it says, our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. What you gonna do when he come for you? Because he coming. We just read about him coming. See, you don't fear the Most High. Look at Ecclesiastes, 2, and we're going to read verse 16. Let's read verse 15. They that fear the Most High, all you that's afraid of the Most High, scared of the Most High, really respect him, will not disobey his word. You're going to disobey what he said to us for us to do. And they that love him will keep his ways. You're going to keep his laws. You're going to keep the moral laws, the civil laws, the dietary laws, the ceremonial laws. They that fear the Most High, they that scared of the Most High, afraid of the Most High, who said, I will melt you. And we're reading about it. Will seek that which is well-pleasing unto him. You fear the Most High, you're going to seek that which is well-pleasing unto the Most High. And they that love him shall be filled with the law. Can't get no clearer than that. Can't get no clearer than that. They that love him shall be filled with the law. Whose laws are they? The Most High took the time to write these laws with his finger. The work of the Most High, you're going to say, it don't matter. Well, y'all got a lot to deal with. You have a whole lot to deal with when it comes down to these scriptures. Like I say, you got a choice to choose life or death. That's it. That's it. What's your choice? Because everybody gonna meet the judgment seat of Mashiach Yahushua. Ain't nobody escaping it. None of us. We all gonna meet the judgment seat of Mashiach Yahushua. Look at Baruch, the 4th chapter, and the 1st verse. Baruch 4:1. It says, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endure forever. So how you preachers gonna say that we ain't under the law, but we're under mercy and grace? See, that's totally wrong. That's a lie. And you Gentiles grafted in. Grafted in among who? Grafted in among who? What nation grafted you in, if thou can say? We the ones that have to graft somebody in with us. We the children of Israel. We the people of the book. Nobody else. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High and the law of the Most High that endure forever. But y'all saying it don't exist. We not under the law no more. When you ain't under the law, if you a Gentile, if you you Edomanize, you Ishmaelize, you Moabitanize, or Ammonize, and all these other nations, yeah. But you really Israelite, but that's who you following? Yeah, you a Gentile. You ain't under no law. That's why the Most High gonna burn you like my late brother Zakat used to say, he gonna burn you to be crispy. Like we read. Come on now. Just to warn you. Because he said, but this is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. That's why I say you got a choice to choose life or death. There it is. You keep the laws, you're going to come to life. Your name going to be written in the book of life. There it is. You leave it, you're going to die. You're going to be cast into the lake of fire. Like you said, your name not written in the book of life, you're going to be cast into the lake of fire. Simple as that. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. That you may be illuminated. But now y'all want to do whatever y'all want to do. How y'all want to do it. Let's go to Lamentations, the 2nd chapter. It's right after Jeremiah, because, I mean, it's crying out to you. That's what Lamentation means, crying out to you. And we're going to conclude in this because it's very important that you understand. The only time the Most High ever had pity on us when we cried out to him. Let's read it. Lamentations, 2nd chapter. How hath the Most High covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger? This don't sound like a lot of love to me. And cast down from heaven upon unto the earth the beauty of Israel. And remember not his footstool in the day of his anger. What's his footstool? The earth. He said, the earth is my footstool. He didn't remember it. The Most High has swallowed up all the habitations of Jacob and have not pity. He hath thrown down in his wrath the strongholds of the daughter of Judah. Because we didn't want to follow his laws. Like you saying we know the law now, that's why we jacked up now. He hath brought them down to the ground. He hath polluted the kingdom and the princes thereof. He hath cut off in his fierce anger all the horn, which means the power of Israel. He hath drawn back his right hand from before the enemy. He wouldn't help us no more. And he burned against Jacob like a flaming fire, which devoured round about. He hath bent his bow like an enemy. He stood with his right hand as an adversary, and slew all that were pleasant to the eye in the tabernacle of the daughter of Zion. He poured out his fury like fire, put us under these other nations. And you ain't look so good in slavery. The Most High was an enemy. He has swallowed up Israel. He has swallowed up all her palaces. He hath destroyed his strongholds, and hath increased in the daughter of Judah mourning and lamentation. Going into captivity after captivity after captivity. And he hath violently taken away his tabernacle, as it were of a garden. Like you picking your crops out of the garden, like picking crops out of a garden. He hath destroyed his places of the assembly. The Most High have caused the solemn feast and Sabbaths to be forgotten in Zion, and have despised in the indignation of his anger the king and the priest. Man, you look at that land over there, man, it's desolate. I got a lot of footage that I put out on my YouTube page and on TikTok right now. Look at the land, it's desolate. They got a little bit of land over there. Majority of that land in Judah. Our land is desolate. Nothing there. Beautiful land, ain't nothing going there though. That's a fertile question. Shame. This is what happened to us. The Most High have cast off his altar, the priesthood. He have abhorred, hated his sanctuary. He have given up into the hand of the enemy the walls of her palaces. They have made a noise in the house of the Most High as in the day of a solemn feast. The Most High have purposed to destroy the wall of the daughter of Zion. He has stretched out a line. He have not withdrawn his hand from destroying. Therefore he made the rampart and the wall of Lament. They languish together. Her gates are sunk into the ground. He have destroyed and broken her bars. No security. Her king and her princes are among the Gentiles. See that? Her king and her princes are among the Gentiles. The law is no more. Isn't that what they're saying? We're not under the law. So he said the law is no more. That's why we bringing it back to our people. That's going to hear. And whether you hear or forbear, you still going to hear it. The law is no more. Her prophets also find no vision from the Most High. Ain't no vision from the Most High. The elders of the daughter of Zion sit upon the ground and keep silent. Hear that? They sit upon the ground and keep silent. They ain't saying nothing. They have cast up dust upon their heads. That's in mourning and humility. They have girded themselves with sackcloth, burlap. The virgins of Jerusalem hang down their heads to the ground because they get ready to be taken by these other nations to have them any way they want to. You women was just passed around like nobody's business. Mine eyes do fail with tears. My bowels are troubled. Look, this is Jeremiah crying out. My liver is poured upon the earth for the destruction of the daughter of my people. Because the children and the sucklings swoon in the streets of the city. They say to their mothers, There is corn and wine. Where is corn and wine? Where is something to eat? Where is corn and wine? When they swooned as the wounded in the streets of the city, when their soul was poured out into their mother's bosom, what thing shall I take to witness for thee? What thing shall I liken to thee, O daughter of Jerusalem? What shall I equal to thee? Nothing, that I may comfort thee, O virgin daughter of Zion. For thy breach is great like the sea. Dang, who can heal thee? They say our breach is great like the sea. You know how big the sea is compared to land? What a comparison. Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee. Hear that? Preachers, you have seen vain and foolish things for our people. They have not discovered thine iniquity. They can't if they say that we ain't under the law. How they going to discover your iniquity, your wickedness, your evil, your sins, if they say you're not sinning? Like, point that out. To turn away thy captivity. You know? That's why you hear us saying we under the law. I'm telling you, you got to fear the Most High first and foremost. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. What does it say in Ecclesiastes 13 and 12 and 13? Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High. First and foremost. Repent and keep the commandments of the Most High. And keep his commandments. You see? And they have not discovered thine iniquity, to turn away thy captivity, but have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment. It's cold, man. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They clap their hands at us. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty? The joy of the whole earth? All desolate like it is now? Nobody had even no remembrance of that, of what we reading here. That's the place that the Most High love. It's desolate. The land is crying out. Because we're not there. The perfection of beauty, man, we can't even imagine how beautiful our land was. The joy of the whole earth. All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. So they happy to have us in captivity. Why you think they're going to show you the right way? No. That's why you talking about we not under the Most High's law. You saying we don't have to follow you, Most High. You giving the Most High the middle finger. I can't put it no clearer to you than that. You offended him. We have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we look for. We have found. We have seen it. They live in it. Couldn't wait to see this. The Most High have done that which he had devised. He had fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. He told us in Deuteronomy 28 and 15, if we ain't follow his laws, statutes, commandments, he'll bring all these curses upon us. We the only people that this happened to. He had fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. He hath thrown down and have not pitied, and he hath caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. He hath set up the horns with the power of thine adversaries. Set up the horn or the power of our enemies. It's our fault. Their heart crieth unto the Most High, O wall of the daughter of Zion. Let tears run down like a river day and night. Give thyself no rest. Let not the apple of thine eye cease. Arise, come, cry out in the night. In the beginning of the watches, pour out thine heart like water before the face of the Most High. It's the only time he had pity on us. And we cried to him. Lift up thy hands toward him for the life of thy young children that faint for hunger in the top of every street. Behold, O Most High, and consider to whom thou hast done this. Shall a woman eat their fruit, and children of a span long? Shall our women, they had to eat their own children. Shall the priest and the prophet be slain in the sanctuary of the Most High? Yes. The young and the old lie on the ground in the streets. The young and the old lie on the ground in the streets. My virgins and my young men are fallen by the sword. Thou hast slain them in the day of thine anger. Thou hast killed and not pitied. Thou hast called as in a solemn day. My terror is round about. So that in the day of the Most High's anger none escape nor remained. Those that I have swallowed and brought up have mine enemy consumed. See? But see, we didn't want to listen. Why he said, hey, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life. All they that leave it shall die. So you got a choice to choose life or death. We as the Israelites, it's time to wake up. Only time he released us, conclude with this. Judges 10:10. You want solutions? It's here. It's just a matter of, are we going to accept it or not? What we gonna do? We gonna follow what it is that worked, or we gonna come with our own way? It's like Ecclesiastes 3:24 says, "For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion overthrow their judgment, make the wrong decision." This is a solution, y'all. Israel, Judges 10:10. And the children of Israel cried unto the Most High. As you said, Lamentations, all that's about crying. Lamentation when you crying. And the children of Israel cried unto the Most High, saying, we have sinned. We have sinned against thee. Just what's marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. And the children of Israel cried unto the Most High, saying, we have sinned against thee. So I say I can't get past the fact of offending the Most High is we sinned against him. And we still have our little pride that we got to break down and eliminate to become humble. You can't do this. This ain't to the proud. Just to the people that's got a broken and contrite spirit. And the children of Israel cried unto the Most High, saying, we have sinned against thee, both because we have forsaken our power, we've forsaken the Most High, and also served Baal. You serve Lord. I just showed you Baal in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, which they put in there as Lord, because they know you ain't going to say this. So they put Lord there and let you know that this is what it means. And you still going to keep on doing it. This is what we did. Forsaken the Most High and served that name. And the Most High said unto the children of Israel, did not I deliver you from the Egyptians? Look at all these captives we in. From the Egyptians and from the Amorites, from the children of Ammon, and from the Philistines, the Zidonians also, and the Amalekites, the Amalekites, and the Maonites did oppress you, and ye cried to me, and I delivered you out of their hand. Yet ye have forsaken me, and served other gods, other idols. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. So we say, just to you that say we ain't under the laws of the Most High, we ain't got to do what he say do. Giving the Most High the middle finger, he say, go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Because you ain't dealing with the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You ain't dealing with this Bible, period. If you ain't saying who is who are these nations he just named? Who's Ammon? Who's Amorites? Who the Philistines? Who the Zidonians? The Amalekites and the Maonites. See, they all oppressed us as the Israelites. And we cried to the Most High, and he delivered us out of their hand. Like he going to deliver us out of the hands of all these nations that we scattered in right now on this earth. When we cry to the Most High. First and foremost, fear the Most High. Keep his commandments. keep his laws, statutes, inquire unto him, as it is written. And look what it said in verse 10. And the children of Israel cried unto the Most High, saying, we have sinned against thee. That's how we offended the Most High. We keep sinning against him. You hearing what's right, you won't change. Just being born again, becoming a new creature, becoming a new man, a new woman is about change. If you can't change, this ain't to you. But it's some of us that's going to really hear this and change. Humble yourself. That's why you that don't want to, he say, go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. What do you think we in now? This ain't Jacob's trouble. You ain't seen enough? Oh, you gonna see something. Because it's all about us. Because Daniel 7:18. You think they don't know this? Elite know this. I read to you what they said concerning Edom. I read to you what they said. The elite know this. Just because you don't know don't mean that they don't know.